think we do have sound, unlike the other day. I think we sorted those technical difficulties for the start of today. So today we are making lemon drizzle cake. It's a recipe that I've made quite a bit again, so it's tried and tested. I think it works all fine. I'll just run you through the ingredients. So we have 225 grams of unsalted butter, 225 grams of caster sugar, 4 eggs, the zest of a lemon, and 225 grams of self-raising flour. So that's the basic ingredients for the cake. And then you'll need a little bit more sugar, around 85 grams caster sugar, and then lemon juice to make the drizzle for the top of the cake afterwards. So first of all, I'm just going to wash my hands. So, again, this is another really quick, really easy recipe to do. Makes a really good cake as well. So, start off with, we are going to preheat the oven. So that's 180 or 160 fan. So we've got fan ovens, so 160. The first step to do then, baking-wise, is we're going to cream the butter and the sugar together. So it's unsalted butter. 225 grams. So pop that in. And then 225 grams of caster sugar. Pop that in. And then again, I'm gonna use this, use the electric beater, but you can do it by hand. It'll just take a little bit longer, or you can do it in like a Kenwood or a Magimix, something like that. So, the same as the recipe, one of the recipes we did a couple of weeks ago. Just want to cream the butter and the sugar together until it's sort of fluffy and creamy. Getting there, it's starting to come together. You want no lumps of butter in there, you just want it to be nice and smooth and combined. We are nearly there. There we go. So you want it like that. So that's quite nice and smooth. All the butter, there are no lumps of butter, it's all combined together. So just pop that off. Try and get some of get as much of the mix mix out as we can. So I think the next step after this is we're going to add the eggs in. So we will add them one at a time. And it's 4 eggs that we need to be putting in this. So a fair amount of eggs. And then it'll just be adding in the flour and the lemon zest, and it's really that easy. It's just a few steps. So now we're going to pop the eggs in, and we're going to put them in one at a time. So pop the first one in. Start to mix that through. Go and make a second. And the third. So the mix will get quite wet now, adding the eggs in, but obviously it will come together as a dry cake batter once you add the flour in, and then the final egg. Mix that in. Next, we're going to add the flour and the lemon zest. I'm going to sift the flour in. This is self-raising flour, and 225 grams of it. And we're going to pop in the lemon zest as well. So this is the zest of 1 lemon. And even though there's only one lemon zest, it does give a really lemony flavour. You really don't need that much to give it its lemon flavour. Then just mix that in, and it will start coming together like a cake dough, cake batter. Like so. So it should start to look like a nice smooth cake mix. Put it down the sides. Mix it all in. It will start to be quite stiff if you're mixing it by hand. I could have continued using the hand mixer. Or you can use a food processor to do it all in one bowl. That's a good thing about this mixture as well. It's we're able to do it all in one bowl. Right, and then now that's done, we're going to pop it into a lined loaf tin. Line before, and just pour it in. So then just sort of roughly push it out to the edges. And then that's going to go into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes. So, and then you test it by getting a skewer and sticking it in the middle. And if the skewer comes out clean, then it's cooked all the way through. So that's going to pop in the oven for 45 to 50 minutes. And then, so towards the end of the cooking process, I'll make the drizzle, which is just literally you just mix around 85 grams of caster sugar with around 1.5 to 2 lemons worth of juice, and mix that together, and that'll make quite a thick drizzle. And then when it comes out of the oven, you let it cool for a little bit, and then once it's still slightly warm but not hot anymore, you pour the drizzle over the top, having poked the cake with a skewer to make some holes, and the drizzle runs down into the cake, which is really rather nice, and some of it sticks on the top, and it makes extra lemony, which is very good. Yeah.
Are we going to come back for that?
But we can do. Yeah. We'll come back in about 50 minutes then, probably, for whatever the time is now.
Just after 3.
Yeah, just after 3. We'll come back probably about 5 past, 10 past 3 for that.
Fabulous.
So, wonderful.
And a reminder that we're on Zoom this evening, film review of Primary Colours, and we'll be back at about 5 past 3. And these will also be popped on our YouTube channel, so you can see it all as one event if you wish to. So we'll say goodbye. Okay. Cheerio.
Thank you very much for tuning in,
everybody.
Just cooling down slightly, and whilst it's been cooling, I've made the drizzle for the top. So the drizzle's really easy. All you do is put about 85 grams of sugar in there, of sugar in there, and then the juice of 1.5 lemons, it says, but sort of as much juice as you need to get a good consistency. Could be 1 big lemon or 2 small ones, or just out of a bottle or something like that. But you want it to be this sort of consistency, that it runs quite nicely. Then what you're going to do, get a skewer or something pointy like this, and just poke some holes in the cake, like so. And this is for the drizzle to run down into the cake, so you get sort of strands of drizzle in the cake. And you could do it quite uniform, but I just sort of do it anyway. Nice and uneven. And then just get the drizzle really easy and just pour it over. Will run off the sides, but that's all right. It will solidify along the sides. You just want to pour it all over the top. Get it into all the holes for it to run down into the cake. And you want to do that when the cake is still slightly warm, so that it does run, but not too hot, because you don't want it to run completely off the top of the cake. And then you should be left with something similar to that, where the holes are covered by the drizzle, and it's all seeping in. And then it will just soak in completely while the cake is cooling down. Yeah. So that is lemon drizzle cake. Yeah, I think we'll be back next week with more baking. I think Dad is doing baking next week.
I am. Yes.
What are you making?
Chocolate brownies on Tuesday, and then it might be cookies on Thursday.
So yeah, join us for more baking then, and join us tonight on Zoom for Film Club. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that was a good recipe. Yeah. There you go.